Hey, fifth graders! I'm back with part 2 of the book. I'm so glad you tuned in for this second part because this is my favorite part, actually. This is the part where we discuss a little bit about social distancing, and then we get to the hope part. What can we do to help the people that we care about in this world? You know, our families, friends, our communities. What can we do? Maybe we can start to get some ideas right here in this book. Okay, so we'll continue. Why are some places we normally go to closed? Although lots of people will get better from the coronavirus, it's really important that people who might become very sick don't catch it. This means we need to make sure that as few as people as possible get the coronavirus so they don't pass it on to anyone who might get very sick. And if lots of people get sick and have to go to the hospital at the same time, then the hospitals will get too busy to care for everyone properly. And we saw that happen in New York, right in our own United States. It was really, really horrible there for quite a while this month, right? We're at the end of the month now. It's so easy to get the coronavirus that we need to be very careful that we don't get too close to people who don't live with us. And that's why where there are lots of people get together, like schools and libraries, ping pong is why I'm sitting here by myself, are closed at the moment. The government of this country has said that people should only go outside their homes if they really, really have to. And that's how it is for us here in Germany and the United States and all over the world right now. Everybody's staying in. Some people, like doctors or nurses or people who work at grocery stores or people who deliver things to our homes, have to go out of their homes to go to work. Most people can also go out of their homes if they need to buy food or to exercise, but they must be very careful not to go near anyone else. If you or anyone in your family feels sick and thinks they might have the coronavirus, you can't come out of your home at all for 2 weeks. And they call that quarantine, right? We all have to stay at home to protect the people who find it hard to fight the coronavirus. What's it like to be home all the time? Boy, we know what that is, right? Sometimes being at home with the people you live with can be fun. You can do things together that you wouldn't normally do when you're at school or when grown-ups are at work. But then you see in the speech bubbles all the different kinds of feelings we feel at home, right? We feel boredom, we miss people, we get angry, sad, frustrated, happy, just a whole spectrum of emotions all in a day, right? Sometimes in the matter of an hour. It's because we've been cooped up for a long time. These are all normal things to feel, and everyone who lives with you probably feels the same way sometimes, even if they try not to show it. The grown-up or grown-ups who look after you might also feel worried. Sometimes they might feel worried about work. Sometimes it might be hard to buy the things that you need, and that might worry them too. If you are worried, talk about your worries to a grown-up who looks after you. If you are still going to school online, maybe you could talk to a teacher. Or maybe you could talk to a family member or friend on the phone or using a computer or tablet. What can I do to help? Ping pong! Here we go! Here comes the hope, people. You are already helping a lot by staying at home, but you can also help by taking extra care to make sure you don't catch or pass on the coronavirus to anyone else. Did you know that viruses are killed by soap? We all know that. That's been drilled into us, right? So if you wash your hands really carefully and for long enough, you won't have any coronavirus germs on your hands. You can sing a song while you wash your hands to make sure you are washing them for long enough to sing happy birthday. Twice, people, twice. I think it's 20 seconds they're telling us, right? That's quite a long time. If you have to wipe or blow your nose, use a tissue and put it in the trash right away. Remember to wash your hands too, because the coronavirus lives in your snot, and it can get onto your hands from the tissue. Blah. If you cough or sneeze, do it into the inside corner of your elbow, not onto your hand. That's a vampire sneeze, right? Vampire cough. Then you can't give the coronavirus to other people that way. If everyone does these things, it will make a big difference. What else can I do? Okay, we're all doing the social distancing already. We've got that in place, right? And I know you're all washing your hands already, so here's come some other ideas. Another important thing you can do is to be kind to the people that you live with. Things will be different and perhaps difficult for all of you. If you live with brothers and sisters, you might sometimes find them annoying. No, say it isn't so. But try not to fight with them. If you live with grown-ups, maybe you can help them by doing what you've been asked to do, or giving them a big hug. And you know what's even more helpful than them even having to ask you is to go ahead and do things just on your own, little surprises for your parents and your brothers and sisters. Just go out of your way to try something nice without anybody asking. That means a lot to people. Even if you are not at school, do your schoolwork. It will help keep your mind busy so that you won't be bored. And then when you go back to school, you will have learned a lot. If you don't have a screen of your own, talk about how you can share the screen time fairly with everyone who needs it. Remember, the grown-ups who live with you might have to do work as well. If they do, you can help them by not disturbing them while they are trying to work. Then they will be more likely to have time to do fun things with you. Maybe you can make a list of things you would like to do with them. So yeah, just let them do their work undisturbed, and then when you guys get playtime, it can be really fun, right? What's going to happen next? This is a strange time for everybody, and it's happening all over the world. But if we're all careful and we all stay at home, we are doing what we can to stop the coronavirus from spreading. And that gives the scientists and doctors time to figure out how to cure the illness and maybe stop people from getting it altogether by using medicines and vaccines. One day soon, though nobody knows exactly when, you'll be able to visit people you love who don't live with you, play with your friends, go to school again, and do lots of other things that you enjoy, but that you can't do now. One day, this strange time will be over. We did it together. Okay, and that's the end of our coronavirus book, chopped up into 2 parts. I hope that you got a little bit of information from that and maybe some ideas to start sparking how we could be helpful to the people that we love in our lives. Okay, guys, I'll see you soon. Have a great day and take care of yourselves and look after your families.